off my mind. I didn't learn this here, but earlier today or yesterday, I forget which, I learned that lighthouse keepers, they had a tendency to go insane because like the lamp sits in a pool of mercury. So yeah, it seems like a really great idea. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I just had to get, I thought of that, of here and that specific big thing. I'm like, I don't know if it's sitting in a pool of mercury.
Don't look at it too much.
So just do it this way. No. This first piece doesn't have a title. I wrote it at a writing group yesterday. Neatly burrowed into the possibilities and expectations of peers. Is this heartless? Is this projection? Am I striving too quickly with too little preparation? This royally treated we is a garrulous therapist, thieving from innumerable church steps, sculpting client hopes into services rendered. Is their guesswork a professional concern, a career, a coat of arms? What more can I be doing with these motivations, lessons, and regrets? I can be high-watered hell and circle my tropes with evolutionary logic. I can be meant toward and I can be loved, and I can finally be me. First, I must leave this mind, this heart, these self-effaced bruises. Pooling hurts with others to ford a raging wall of urged horrors mistaken for water is a cave-painted vibe all its own, for we drink with and for each other's pain in order to launder the tribe. Disabusing ourselves of ghoulish mortality, industrious angles and cheats, even though humanity is incalculable. This is even worse with a tongue piercing. Incalculably vain, hubristic, and yoked to mythologizing ignorance. Life is an ineffable pain in itself. We are not good at it. Radiators thing doesn't work. We are not good at it as much as the only truth is getting away from ourselves. Perambulation, pointing at the enclosure and seeking to shatter its rules with vindictive logic hung as jewelry in the foyers of abandoned children, releasing the clasps and cutting away ancestry to forgive the periodic tumbling toward the bottom. And that was like, the prompt was responding to a set of giant Alice in Wonderland themed playing cards, which I have to buy. They're like just because of this, and because you can read them very clearly. And I made the mistake also wearing denim and apparently leather shoes, so it's two of the big things. Anyway, and before I evaporate into a pool of like chocolate or something, this is the second piece. So it's called Absent Faith Before Partnership. Culled as leftover food, dished into the street, are my lumped misgivings distanced from heartbeats given the Indian Ocean because the coastline hurts. For patient hands to pollute with palms facing God, praying for a punishment to be tread upon, walked to the end of what is acceptable. As sorghum cooked down into a rye of secrets and shame, roll me onto your Lord's court and judge me fairly, peachy to the point of cobbled dessert. Steps of magic commingled with trauma, roused into cherries and garters, tugged by a coursing hound, and slicked by sub-drop tears, quickened and prized in cruelest curative remembrance of failure as a son and resumption as an incantation, bent, caged, and asked to dance for the livery of men, as though washing their feet excuses their mistreatment, nearest the specificity of kisses to the sand, when I wish to swim with something forgiving love stolen from the chest of a vengeful muse, thanked by her mark, for drowning their unborn children in a jar of piss, taken by the smelling salt's green lips and heathen maneuvers of a braid travel lackadaisically about, gardens overgrown during the rush to fit into the aberrant frames prescribed by this or that gesture of a dissolute practitioner of the human conditions of error and demand. Being blessed by the gears of ardor, pulling my fragility into the past beneath my cheated cells. I want you to feel me pulling away each morning and relish the leftover tickle felt in our twilights that shan't be dimmed by the slopes, drawn down from the horrors of imagining anyone else that you may harvest even with nightly asides on insides, be they yours, mine, or the wordless furies of unmet prayer. As you are further than I can add to this life, I feel you discolored and moist in a hostile milieu, given our walk around and opened wide for this heat and this hand spread. I take you through the windows, the doors, and the bedside, bathing this heart in hope for a commiserated future. And that's it.
All right.